Hello, my fellow builders. I hear a lot that it's difficult to have your own MultiversX API running on your server. Let me, you're wrong. I can show you that it's possible to do it in 4 commands when you have your own server. Let's dive into it. I released on GitHub a script that allows you to deploy your API quickly. So if you look at the concept, you will have 3 scripts: init, install, and start to run sequentially, and a file config.cfg to set up different environment and port, monitoring, and additional stuff in the future, depending on the need of your project. So let's not waste time and directly do it as an example because it's the best way for you to understand. So here I have a clean Ubuntu server that you can set up depending on your needs. So here we just clone the repository on my home folder. I will go into it. If I look quickly into the config file, I just thought about, you will see that I have Ubuntu and DevNet. That's perfect. I don't want to change anything at the moment. So without wasting time, I run the script. Install package, install Docker. So you say your machine is set up, your bash RC is ready, you have Docker, all your packages are up to date, and you're ready to install all the services. Let's do it now. The observing squad. So the principle is to install the observing squad, the indexer from the Elasticsearch. The Elasticsearch is safe with Kibana, the API from MultiversX, and also the X-Exchange service to have the information about the pool and the market data. So you see, nothing to do. Still nothing to do. Compiling all the binary that are used for Elrond utils. Would be nice to rename it one day. Installing the nodes, copying the configuration. So if you want the concept also, in the config here, you have 2 folders, devnet and mainnet, and depending on it, you will have a different configuration for all your services. For example, the observing squad, you will have the activation here from the host driver, and you will have a preferences and optimization, in fact, for the interaction to don't have limitation on the call. It's not something really that we want. We want to use all the resources of the machine. For the indexer, we have the Docker Compose. So here we change the port because we use usually here the normal one, but on some other we change the port because they are conflicting between services. So that's done. And we have additional configuration here. Same for the X-Exchange, we have a Docker Compose. We modify also a file to remove the SSL. I would like to add a configuration for that also. And in the API, we have the same Docker Compose. For the free services that you see here, we have a dot service. That is something that we will copy in the service file from the system to just start it and stop it with few commands with the possibility to restart it when it crashes. So we see where we are right now. It just prepare X-Exchange, delete the SSL, like I just showed you the file, and is building X-Exchange service. We start the Docker Compose, so we can see that it's the one from the Exchange service, so it's currently this one. We set up some different port than the one from the API because they are also using Redis and MongoDB, if I'm not wrong. We added also a missing timescale DB that is missing on the template from the foundation on GitHub that need to be added. Do it. So we can see also the consumption of resources here. And now we install the API. So it's based on the same concept. We have a Docker Compose that deploys all the required services, and we have an API service, We have a file service that is put in the system that help us to start and stop the service itself. Instead of running a command by hand or whatsoever, we have a service to track it and run command easily on it to start it, reload it, stop it, check the status. And voila. So everything is installed, everything is ready to get started. We can look at the resources here. It seems like it's slowing down, but we have also Docker Compose, Kibana, and Elasticsearch, so that is still running and initializing and waiting for the service to start. So let's not wait more. And let's start it. So you can see that all the systems are up. So all the nodes are started, that the indexer is on, that the service through the file that we created, that the Kibana and the stuff that have been initialized and now they are just restarted if you stop them in the middle, the service for Exchange that is started, and the service for the API that is started. Everything is up and running. And to test this quickly, if you want, on the bash RC of your Ubuntu user, you will find a series of commands that you can use to monitor and find, interact also with the services. So I think you need to reload just to be sure. I know you can run all the commands. On the node, you will be capable to monitor them with TermUI built with the nodes, but you will also be capable to monitor and stop and start all the different services. For example, you can check if everything is fine with the indexer like that, and you see that all the commands, everything have been fine, no error, connection have been done with the nodes. Voilà. You have no excuse now. Make your own API and build a proper dApp. Have fun.